next top story is a popular American burger joint, Patty Smith's, is making changes to their menu to cater to the growing population above the age of 65. According to the Australian Bureau of Statistics, as of June 2021, the population above the age of 65 in Australia was approximately 3.9 million, which represents about 15% of the total population. This is a growing demographic in Australia, which is expected to increase to 23% of the total population by 2055. Most fast food chains tend to focus on younger demographics with menus and marketing campaigns aimed at children, teenagers, and young adults. However, there has been a recent trend towards catering to older demographics, with some chains introducing senior menus, discount offers, and more health-conscious options. Patty Smith's is known for the classic American diner fare, but they're now adding something new to their menu, which we all love: desserts. And they're doing it with the older generation in mind. The dessert menu includes classics like apple pie, chocolate cake, banana splits, cheesecakes, and brownies, and all of that has been designed with lower sugar content, which makes them suitable for seniors. The average person in this market values convenience and comfort. They may enjoy dining out with friends and family, and they are likely to prefer a restaurant that is easy to access and has a relaxed atmosphere. They may also appreciate Patty Smith's as they are familiar with its menu and for its simplicity. When it comes to social media exposure, they may use it to stay connected with family and friends, but are less likely to use it to discover new products or services on it. Surveys have shown that they are loving and enjoying a little sweet treat without having too much of concern about their health. This new addition to the menu is not only catering the taste buds of the older generation, but is also a smart business move. According to the recent studies, the population above the age of 65 is eating out more often and is more likely to choose fast food options. This demographic also tends to have more disposable income, making them an attractive market for restaurants. Retirement communities like this one are also potential target market for the fast food chain like Patty Smith. These communities often have their own dining facilities and are located near restaurants, making it convenient for residents to dine out with friends and family. In addition to this, they are likely to value quality food and reasonable prices. They may also appreciate value-oriented promotions and discounts that may help stretch their fixed income. With this new dessert menu, Patty Smith's is not only catering to the older generation, but is also tapping into a lucrative market. With the population above the age of 65 projected to increase in the coming years, it's a smart move for the fast food chain.
Primary research shows how the impact regarding the different situational influences have on our target market, being the empty nest twos, when they are undertaking a food selection journey. Majority of our target market said that when they go to a fast food chain, they go to treat themselves. They have compassion for the young workers and don't mind waiting for the food to be ready because they know what pressure feels like from their own personal previous experiences. Our primary research has told us that empty nest too go to fast food chains when they don't want to cook, so coming to a local Patty Smith's for the dessert after a nice home or store-bought meal is great because it saves time and trouble of making a dessert and cleaning up the mess in the kitchen after. This falls under a temporal influence. The mood of our target market is said to be relaxed and happy. All they really look forward to is eating delicious food, and our desserts menu will make their experience 10 times better, as desserts naturally have that impact on most people, and of course enjoying their time and customer experience at a great restaurant. There could also be a social influence on our target market, whether they have been exposed to seeing a celebrity eating something from Patty Smith's or have a friend or a family member recommend that they try the delicious menu at Patty Smith's. This means that our empty nest too have a social influence on them. Another influence includes a task influence. The purpose of consumption for our empty nest too is to eat something healthy and light. In our case, we have developed a concept of desserts menu that we believe will cater to the empty nest too, because research has told us through interviews that the older demographic only go to fast food chains to treat themselves. As we all know how health conscious they are, most of the time you don't see a room filled with empty nest twos eating food, and when they do, they only grab something light and small. The last influence that I would like to touch on is a physical influence, meaning the proximity around you. When our target market, or anyone for that matter, enters a fast food chain opposed to a bakery, they're going to be smelling different scents, which will influence their purchase decisions. For example, a Patti Smith's restaurant would smell like fresh premium burgers and fries, which would make the consumer undeniably feel more hungry and therefore could potentially influence them to buy more things than what they came there for. However, regarding our concept, the desserts menu tastes just as good as it sounds. We have come up with a menu that includes all-time favorite classics such as apple pie, chocolate cake, banana splits, cheesecakes, and brownies, and of course, touching on what I mentioned about earlier, how they are health conscious, our lovely desserts menu have been designed with lower sugar content and salt content so that every empty nest too can enjoy the desserts and feel good, but also we have taken into consideration their health because we care and we want to fulfill the needs and desires of our empty nest twos. Our promotional concept development will be through a TV ad, as most people enjoy watching the TV. Also, our research has shown that whether you're watching the TV or just have it playing in the background, but you're engaged in a conversation with someone, you are still being exposed to the commercial. And this is known as a cognitive learning strategy. How does it move through information processing, you might be wondering? Well, this is because the audience will be exposed to the commercial, which will then draw the attention to become more interested in the promotion. They will then interpret and then what they are viewing and store it in their memory. Research has shown 25 to 30% of the elderly watch TV, and even though it doesn't reach the half mark, research has also shown that the elderly enjoy socializing and meeting together for activities such as bingo or dining somewhere. So whether they are being exposed to the ad or socially influenced by being told about it through a friend or a family member, they will know and love our promotional concept development for our seniors desserts menu.
Our strategy reveals that our empty nesters prefer going to the physical store rather than buying things online. Patti Smith's strategy aims to use TV advertisements and news outlets, such as newspaper, to communicate with our seniors. As the study reveals, 46% of our seniors watch TVs on the daily. 1.2 million still use Facebook as their main source of communication. Patti Smith is aiming to capture our empty nesters' attention by using a nostalgic commercials to motivate its audience using a popular ads, bringing back their childhood memory to our empty nesters, motivating them to purchase